You've probably heard it before. You're so smart, you'll figure it out. But what happens when the problem isn't logical? What if the greatest minds, those who solve complex equations, lead companies, or decode systems, are ironically the most vulnerable to emotional misfires? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Being intellectually brilliant doesn't make you emotionally intelligent. In fact, your high-level thinking can often sabotage your emotional clarity. Why? Because smart minds overthink. And emotional mastery doesn't reward overthinking. It demands self-awareness, stillness, and the ability to step out of your mind and into your body. In this guide, we'll break down 7 psychologically grounded, actionable techniques that highly intelligent people can use to stop being hijacked by their emotions and start using them as a superpower. 1. The cognitive load. Paradox. Overthinking is the enemy of emotional clarity. What's the trap? You're great at processing information, so when you feel anxious, angry, or confused, you analyze. You try to solve your way out of emotion like it's a math problem. But here's the twist. Emotions aren't problems to be solved. They're signals to be acknowledged. When you overanalyze emotions, you interrupt their natural resolution cycle. The fix? Use the 90-second rule, based on neuroscience by Dr. Jill Bolte-Taylor. When an emotion arises, stop. Don't label it. Observe its physical presence in your body. Breathe deeply and let it peak and pass. Most emotional chemicals naturally dissolve in 90 seconds, unless you keep mentally fueling them. 2. The expertise trap. Your greatest strength becomes your emotional weakness. What's the trap? You're trained to be precise, logical, and efficient. You dominate systems, models, strategies. So when emotions arise, your instinct is to categorize, diagnose, or fix. But emotions are not spreadsheets. They are non-linear, messy, and require surrender, not solution. The fix. Shift your thinking. Start treating emotions like weather, not code. When emotions arise, instead of solving them, ask, what's the emotional weather right now? What's the forecast if I stay present with it? This removes ego and invites mindfulness. 3. Meta-emotion awareness. You're not just feeling. You're judging what you're feeling. What's the trap? Smart people often judge their own emotions. I shouldn't feel this way. This is irrational. I know better than to be upset. This is a meta-emotion, an emotion about an emotion. It multiplies your suffering. The fix. Practice emotional non-judgment. Try this simple journal prompt. I'm feeling kabur, and that's okay right now. This grants yourself permission to feel, without shame or justification. 4. The inverse status system. In work, being right gives you power. In life, it can make you emotionally blind. What's the trap? You've been rewarded for correctness, so in emotional conflict, especially in relationships, you double down on being right. But emotions aren't logic puzzles. People don't want your solution. They want your presence. The fix. Flip the status system. Instead of asking, how do I prove my point? Ask, how can I make this person feel heard? Try the 3-sentence empathy tool. I hear you. That sounds really hard, frustrating, confusing. Thank you for sharing that with me. It's not weakness, it's leadership. 5. Prediction engine malfunction. Smart people create stress by simulating bad futures. What's the trap? Your mind is a world-class simulator. You can imagine 100 failure scenarios before anything goes wrong. This creates anticipatory anxiety. Your brain reacts emotionally to imaginary futures as if they're real. The fix. Ground yourself in the now using 5-sense awareness. Ask yourself, what are 5 things I can see? 4 things I can touch? 3 things I can hear? 2 things I can smell? 1 thing I can taste? This interrupts simulation and returns your nervous system to reality. 6. The competence recovery protocol. You can't fix what you haven't studied. What's the trap? You want to fix emotions, but you've never audited them. Smart people keep pushing forward, never pausing to document their emotional landscape. That leads to emotional blind spots. The fix. Start a Feelings Lab notebook. Each day, answer, what triggered a strong emotion? What was the physical sensation? What thought accompanied it? What insight can I pull from it? Now you're not just feeling, you're learning. 7. The vulnerability leverage system. What you keep in the dark becomes distorted. What's the trap? You associate vulnerability with weakness, so you suffer silently. You internalize everything and externalize nothing. This creates emotional pressure buildup until it erupts or shuts you down. The fix. Use strategic vulnerability. Choose one safe person. Share one specific emotional experience. Say, I don't need fixing, I just need to be heard. You'll often find clarity comes not from thinking harder, but from speaking out loud. You don't need to suppress emotions to become powerful. You need to integrate them. You already have the horsepower. Now you have the steering wheel. Emotionally intelligent minds are not the ones that know more. They're the ones that feel better and act wiser. Want to go deeper? This was just one of many mind training guides from Mind Armor, where Stoicism, psychology, and performance meet. Follow us for more.